P. Diddy's ex, Kim Porter, mysteriously died in 2018 from natural causes at 47. Kim Porter is the mother of their two twins, and she was in a relationship with P. Diddy for roughly 13 years.
I can't wait. I can't wait for everybody to find out what's really been going on in the background.
And then all of a sudden, they rush to do the coroner come in and say, yo, she had pneumonia, she died of pneumonia, but nobody did no autopsy or nothing like that. Get out of here.
We all thought we knew Diddy as this super successful music mogul and devoted family man who loved showing off his picture-perfect life. But honey, behind all that glitz and glamour, there's been something much darker lurking in the shadows. And now, his own daughters are finally breaking their silence, and what they're revealing is sending shockwaves through the entertainment world. Let me break this down for you. Diddy's 17-year-old twin daughters, Jessie and Delilah, are going through absolute hell right now. While their father's legal team is trying to play the "but he's a good daddy" card to get him out of jail, the reality these poor girls are living is completely different. They're struggling just to make sense of the chaos their father's arrest has caused. And now they're looking for a place to live in LA with Kim Porter's friend Lalala Lane stepping in as their caretaker.
Kim Porter, who shares 3 children with Sean Diddy Combs, has been found dead.
Child, these girls are just trying to finish their senior year of high school and dream about college like normal teenagers. But instead, they're being forced to deal with this absolute nightmare their father created. After living under Diddy's control for years, insiders are saying these brave young women are finally trying to break free and rebuild their lives. Can you imagine being 17 and having to face this kind of public scrutiny over crimes you had absolutely nothing to do with? All these precious girls want is a normal life, but they're caught in this media storm that their father created. Despite everything, though, they're showing incredible strength, trying to start fresh and find some peace away from the absolute disaster their father's legal battles have created. Now, let me tell you about Lala Lane. This woman has been a complete angel in disguise. While she's not officially their legal guardian, sources say she's been the real MVP in these twins' lives, handling everything from their daily schedules to being the mother figure they desperately needed. And trust me when I tell you, this wasn't just some convenient arrangement. This was absolutely necessary. You see, while Diddy's been out there painting this perfect picture of his blended family for the cameras, the reality behind closed doors was messier than a toddler with finger paint. Insiders are saying he was never really cut out to be a father, not to his own children, and certainly not to the ones he adopted into his chaotic world. These poor 17-year-old twins are now trying to build their own life, and thank heavens they have Lala to guide them through this mess. It's not just about finding them a place to live or making sure they get to school. It's about filling this massive void left by a father who, according to sources, was more interested in his public image than actually being there for his children. And speaking of explosive revelations, wait until you hear what Courtney Burgess has brought to the table. This close friend of Kim Porter, Diddy's late ex-partner, just dropped a bombshell in court that could bring Diddy's whole
celebrities at Diddy freak-offs or parties, and that 6 were males, 2 were females. The drive also included a manuscript of an alleged Kim Porter memoir, a memoir that her 4 kids insisted.
Y'all, this is where it gets wild. Burgess claims Kim Porter gave him these flash drives before she passed away. And what's on them? Child, we're talking videos, documents, and get this, a whole manuscript called Kim's Lost Words, A Journey for Justice from the Other Side. This isn't just any manuscript. It supposedly exposes Diddy's connections to some very high-profile figures and contains footage from those infamous parties where major celebrities were caught in some very compromising positions.
That opioid addiction changed his whole life and changed who he was. He's quietly an addict.
Now, you might be wondering why Kim would give these flash drives to Burgess. Well, according to his testimony, she was absolutely terrified for her life in the months before she passed. She told him that if anything happened to her, it wouldn't be by accident. Apparently, Diddy had become increasingly paranoid and controlling, and she made Burgess promise to go public with everything if something suspicious happened to her.
Well, I think, yeah, every man possibly is capable. I think he's very capable of doing it. It's in his character. That's who he is. That's what comes with power. That's what comes with arrogance. That's what comes with what makes him. That's just the selfishness to make you be like that.
Now, let me tell you about Kim Porter, because this story goes deeper than the Mariana Trench. She wasn't just another one of Diddy's partners. They had this complicated on-again, off-again relationship and 3 beautiful children together. And when she passed away in 2018, sure, they called it natural causes, but honey, the whispers started immediately. People were saying she might have been silenced because she knew too much. And with what Burgess is revealing now, those whispers are turning into screams. And what Burgess is claiming about these videos? Lord have mercy. He's saying there are at least 8 major celebrities in this footage, some even bigger than Diddy himself. But here's the part that made my blood run cold. He claims at least 2 of the people in these tapes were minors at the time. While we don't have names yet, Burgess's lawyer, Ariel Mitchell, has confirmed these tapes are 100% authentic and about to expose Hollywood's dirtiest secrets.
So just to clarify, you can back that up with actual factual footage.
We have, it's things that we have, but we gotta go to the other.
With this new evidence, Diddy's legal troubles are piling up faster than laundry on a Sunday night. He's already facing serious racketeering charges, and his legal team is scrambling like eggs at a breakfast buffet. Even his ride-or-die supporters are starting to look at him sideways as these accusations keep coming. And that manuscript that briefly popped up on Amazon before being snatched down? Chile. It apparently spills all the tea about Kim's life with Diddy. We're talking years of alleged emotional and physical abuse, and that's just the tip of the iceberg.
That's Kim's story. That's Kim's book. That's Kim's book. Then you heard about the fact that he broke Kim's nose on a yacht?
Wow, I ain't hear about that.
He broke Kim, let's say allegedly, but it was told by people in her camp that he broke Kim's nose on a yacht. So Cassie's story is Kim's story. Cassie's book is Kim's book.
Now that these girls are finally free from their father's control, insiders say they're ready to reveal what really happened to their mother, Kim Porter. Everyone knows she had these pneumonia-like symptoms before she passed, but here's the thing. There were no official diagnoses, no doctor's reports to explain why she died so suddenly. People have been whispering for years that Diddy might have made some kind of shady deal with Kim's doctor to have her, well, of course, these are just rumors, but the twins, they're the only ones who know what really went down behind those closed doors. This week, the plot thickened when Kim's ex, Al B. Sure, took to Instagram with allegations that shook everyone to their core. He's claiming Kim's death wasn't just some tragic accident. He's saying it was straight up murder. And that's not all. He's suggesting there's this whole network of people who've been working overtime to keep Kim's memoir from seeing the light of day. Now let me tell you about this book, Kim's Lost Words. A Los Angeles producer named Chris Todd apparently got his hands on a thumb drive containing Kim's private writings. This producer worked with author Jamal T. Millwood to turn these writings into a manuscript that's got everyone talking. Todd made this heartbreaking social media post saying, "For over a decade and a half, I've been posting about and tagging random law enforcement agencies in hopes to protect loved ones, avoid deaths and tragedies that could have all been avoided. Despite this, I have been ignored, ridiculed, and medically silenced to cover up these crimes you're all now aware of by a very aggressive PR team and costly campaign to silence and physically harm me from exposing it, only aimed to prevent me from further sharing publicly the facts and insights Lady KP shared with me during our frequent and intimate conversations in her selfless attempts to save my life by sharing frequent plans to do harm and possibly ending my life. Now, Al B. Sure is not having any of it. He's calling Todd's book complete BS and just a cash grab. Even Todd himself admits he can't guarantee everything in the book is 100% true, but these revelations about Kim's life and those mysterious files, they're finally coming to light, and only her children, and maybe a select few others, know the whole truth.
And then all of a sudden, they rush to do the coroner come in and say, yo, she had a back, she had pneumonia, she died of pneumonia, but nobody did no autopsy or nothing like that. Get out of here.
Gene Deal, who used to be Diddy's bodyguard, dropped some absolutely chilling information in an interview with The Art of Dialogue. According to him, something was seriously off about Kim's death. Her body was never properly examined. All her electronic devices mysteriously vanished, and get this, she had received some kind of message right before she passed, even though she supposedly had pneumonia. But the most shocking claim? Deal said, some people even said that her casket was ordered 2 months before she died. I don't believe that, man. I'm not no conspiracy theorist, but I heard, how do you order a gold casket 2 months before somebody die, man? Listen up, because this is where everything comes crashing down. Kim Porter isn't the only skeleton tumbling out of Diddy's closet. His former designer, Brianna Bongolan, just hit him with a $10 million
to meet him over at St. Luke's Hospital. He had a white t-shirt wrapped around his wrist because Kim had took the cork, you know where you open up wine? The corkscrew. She took the corkscrew and caught him on his wrist defending himself. And he almost, I think he had, I know he tore some ligament, but he almost hit an artery or came close to the artery or either scratched it or cut it a little bit because he just kept bleeding.
And just when you thought this story couldn't get any darker, people are digging up even more skeletons from Diddy's closet. The lawsuits are piling up faster than bills after Christmas. And the latest one? Hold on to your seats. We're talking about a $10 million lawsuit from his former designer, Brianna Bongolan. The details of this case will make your blood run cold. According to the lawsuit filed on November 27th, back in 2016, Diddy allegedly dangled this poor woman off a 17th floor balcony in Los Angeles. But it didn't stop there. He then supposedly slammed her into patio furniture at his then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura's luxury apartment. The complaint states it plain and simple. On or about September 26, 2016, Sean P. Diddy Combs battered Miss Brianna Bongolan, dangled her off a 17-story high balcony, and then slammed her into patio furniture. And during this terrifying ordeal, he allegedly called himself the MF Devil. This lawsuit comes hot on the heels of that $30 million settlement he reportedly made with Cassie Ventura, who came forward with her own horrifying claims of years of abuse and coercion. And trust me, these aren't isolated incidents. Diddy's facing multiple civil lawsuits from both women and men, accusing him of everything from blackmail to recording intimate encounters without consent. Maybe that's why judges keep shutting down his attempts to get bail. After 2 months locked up in Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center, he just got denied for the 3rd time. Judge Aaron Submaranian wasn't having any of it. He completely shut down Diddy's legal team's plea for a comprehensive bail package. And when I tell you what they were asking for, a $50 million bond, home detention in his $48 million Miami mansion, monitored family visits, and random drug testing. Talk about living in luxury while under investigation. But the judge saw right through it all. He straight up said prosecutors had compelling evidence of Diddy's propensity for violence, even referencing that alleged attack on Cassie back in 2016. His exact words? No condition or combination of conditions will reasonably assure the safety of the community. Translation, Diddy is staying right where he is. With allegations of violence, blackmail, and misconduct stacking up like pancakes at a breakfast buffet, his empire is crumbling faster than a sandcastle in a hurricane. His legal dream team might keep trying, but with his May 2025 trial creeping closer, one thing's becoming crystal clear: Diddy might have finally met his match this time, and that's the tea for today. But trust me, with the way these stories keep developing, there's bound to be more shocking revelations coming our way. Stay tuned, because this saga is far from over.